Welcome back, everybody, to the New York Knicks MyNBA franchise here on NBA 2K23. We are in the early portion of season number 1, and so far it has been tough sledding here for our Knicks, who currently sit at a record of 1-5. Last episode, we played our first 2 games of the season, a heartbreaking opening night loss to the Grizzlies, and then beating the Detroit Pistons in our home opener. After that, we simulated 4 more games in which we lost all 4, but there is some silver lining. We lost to 4 pretty good teams. The Magic, Hornets, and Cavs are all towards the top of the Eastern Conference in standings so far, and the other team we lost to is the Milwaukee Bucks, and they're really good as is. So I'm not too worried yet. I feel RJ Barrett has played very well. Some other guys have been quite solid. I think Mitchell Robinson's been really good. Jalen Brunson's been pretty impressive as a passer so far. Julius Randle hasn't been too bad either. But I just think this team needs more consistency, particularly from the second unit. We do have a very young roster as is, so it's understandable that it's not always going to be pretty. I do have a few small changes to the roster real quick. We're going to move Jalen Brunson from shooting guard to point guard. I didn't realize he was listed as shooting guard, but he is our point guard. And then Emmanuel quickly will slide from the 1 to the 2. I want him to be an off-ball scorer. I want Derrick Rose to be the main playmaker and ball handler off the bench. And I want Quickly to be one of the main off-ball scoring options on the wing. So I specifically simulated to this date because the Hawks are coming to town. And as many of you all know, the Hawks and the Knicks have formed a little bit of a rivalry over the past couple of seasons, stemming from their postseason matchup in 2021. Of course, at the center of that rivalry is TRAE Young, who had some very memorable moments in the Garden during that playoff series, and the rest of his Hawks team is really solid. They acquired DeJounte Murray in the offseason. They have a really solid roster, and it's also a revenge game for Cam Reddish. Reddish and the Hawks left on bad terms, so hopefully he plays well here. We got a trade offer for Derrick Rose. I'm not opposed to the idea of trading Rose this season, but that was kind of an unnecessary deal, so I'm going to decline it. All right, let's hop into the game, see the response here of TRAE Young returning to the Garden.
At guard, TRAE Young, the head coach of the visiting team.
The 1-5 New York Knicks looking to get back on track here, back at home, facing off against their new rivals of sorts, the 5-2 Atlanta Hawks, who have been very solid to start the season. The Knicks are rocking with the same starters that they've had for the first 6 games. As for Atlanta, it'll be Young, Murray, Hunter, Collins, and Capella. Very balanced group of 5. I think those role players really fit well alongside TRAE Young as the Knicks win the tip. And we are underway here at Madison Square Garden. The Knicks get the pick and roll game working early as Julius Randle throws it down off the assist by Jalen Brunson. Knicks up 4-0. Here's DeJounte Murray looking to get some screen work opening, and he gets the and 1. Randle called for the foul, and DeJounte Murray gets the 3-point play the old-fashioned way to put Atlanta on the board. Murray sends it in the corner here for TRAE Young, looking to make a move inside. Young hits the pull-up jumper, his first point of the game, and the Hawks take their first lead of the night, 5-4. Mitchell Robinson getting RJ Barrett open on the screen. As RJ hits the 3, he's got 5 early points. RJ having a great season when the team plays at home this year. He has been really looking good here in year 4, signed the new contract extension, and he looks drastically improved efficiency-wise as he hits the mid-range jumper there. TRAE Young gets it over to Collins. Bad pass back to Young, and it's stolen by RJ Barrett, who takes it coast to coast with the reverse slam. 9 early points for RJ Barrett. He's off to a hot start here for the Knicks, who are looking good early against Atlanta. New York steals the inbound, running the fast break. This time it's Brunson. Step back, long 2, got it. The Knicks on a 9-0 run. They lead this game 13-5 as we have a jump ball between Jalen Brunson and TRAE Young. Not a lot of size in that matchup as the Hawks win the jump ball. They get the basket inside. That's Murray. 13-7 now. DeJounte Murray drives inside, sends it along to the wing. TRAE Young with plenty of time and room hits the 3 as the Hawks making this a game once again. 15-10. Brunson with the screen. Looking in the corner. It's RJ Barrett again. RJ Barrett with 12 points in the first 4 minutes of the game. What a start for him. 18-10. TRAE Young with a nice little spin move. Lobs it up for the big fella, John Collins. Collins can get up there. One of the more flashier dunkers in the NBA as TRAE Young finds a wide open lane to the basket. Poor perimeter defense by the Knicks. They didn't have anybody down low to help. 22-18. There's Murray, denied at the rim. Toppin got a hand on it. However, the putback attempt is good by Onyeka Okongwu, the former USC Trojan. 20-22. Here's Barrett again. Heavily contested shot. No good. Grabs his own rebound. Gets the putback. Draws the foul. And one for R.J. Barrett. That's Frank Kaminsky called for the foul. And Barrett continues his excellent first quarter with 15 points now. 20-25. Here's Murray. Off the pick and roll over to Frank the Tank as Kaminsky throws it down. 22-27 now, under 30 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Bogdan Bogdanovic with a nasty step back on his former Hawk teammate Cam Reddish, who dribbles out the clock here in the first quarter. It looks like he'll get the final shot. Screen from Hartenstein. Reddish at the buzzer. No good. Pretty competitive first quarter so far. The Knicks don't look too bad. They actually hold the lead, 27-24. The starters, particularly R.J. Barrett, were very impressive, although the second unit did not look all that great. Quick start here in the second. A lob over to John Collins. That'll bring the lead down to 1. 26-27. There's DeAndre Hunter inside. Over to Collins for the and one. It's been a busy first half here for Collins as it's Julius Randle called for the foul. 29-27. Brunson drives inside. What a move! A beautiful crossover drive for the basket and the and one for Jalen Brunson. 31-30. That one is stripped away by Reddish, looking to take it himself. Reddish to the corner for Julius Randle, who blows by the defender inside. Nice move by Julius Randle and great defense from Cam Reddish. 31-32. Here's Young with the screen. TRAE Young heaves up a prayer and it's good. TRAE Young is like an acrobat. He hits the most miraculous shots, just like that one. 34-32. Good ball movement here by the Knicks as it's Killer Cam Reddish in the corner. He hits the three, and the Knicks are back on top, but not for long. It's now 36-35. Here's Evan Fournier with a nice drive inside for the layup, and the Knicks are back up by 1. Both teams trading the lead here. Both offenses have been quite impressive to start this game off as Young gets the screen with plenty of room, hits the three, and TRAE Young is still dominating here against the Knicks. Tied at 39. Brunson gets it over to Julius Randle, looking to back down of a defender. Nice move by Randle to put the Knicks back ahead. Solid first half for Randle. He hasn't been great defensively, but on the offensive end of the floor, he's been pretty good. 39-41. Nice catch and shoot three ball by Aaron Holiday for the lead. The younger brother of Drew and Justin Holiday as TRAE Young floats it up. No good. Nice offensive rebound back in the corner. Holiday again, no good. But third time's the charm. What a putback by Clint Capella. 44-41. Reddish inside. Sends it in the corner. That's Emmanuel Quickly, who ties it up with the corner three. Nice shot for IQ, and this one is knotted up at 44 with 3.5 to go here in the first half. TRAE Young off the screen. Great move. Good offensive execution there by Atlanta. They're now up by 6. Their biggest lead of the game. Rose lobs it up. Showtime here in the Garden. It's Obi Toppin on the alley-oop. Toppin's head pretty much reached the rim. As we look at the replay, he's got some bunnies. He can jump. 50-46. 2 minutes to go in the half. Here's Murray off the screen. Hits the three. Clint Capella's done a really good job of setting screens towards the top of the key. Whether it's pick and roll or pick and pop, the Hawks have been very effective there. Beautiful and one for R.J. Barrett, picking up right where he left off from the first quarter. Barrett has been far and away the best player offensively today for New York. 53-49, another lob. This time it's Bogdanovic who finishes it off with the layup. 55-49, Hawks up by 6, looking to extend the lead. It's Murray at the rim, blows by multiple defenders, and the Hawks are up by 8, the biggest lead either team has had today. Not a lot of time left in the half. Here's Barrett, another and one. R.J. Barrett has done such a good job today of scoring in contact. With the three throw, he would make it a 5-point game as TRAE Young's full court shot is no good. Very exciting first half. It has been a duel between TRAE Young and R.J. Barrett, both of whom have 21 points up to this point. The Hawks currently up by 5, a big second quarter for Atlanta. We'll see if Atlanta can keep it rolling or if the Knicks can have a strong third quarter. Here's the opening possession of the second half. Young sends it inside for Capella with the monster slam. The native of Switzerland has the Hawks up by 7. Young off the screen, he's denied. What a play by Robinson. However, Clint Capella's there for another putback. Capella's been an offensive rebounding machine today. Mitchell Robinson needs to do a better job of rebounding the basketball. He doesn't have a single one today. There's an and one for DeAndre Hunter, the former national champion at the University of Virginia. Hawks up by 8. Here's Young, drives by Brunson, lobs it up for Clint Capella. Capella has dominated his individual matchup with Mitchell Robinson today. Robinson does not have a single rebound or a single point, but he does have some blocks, just like that one. Knicks on the other end. It's Brunson with the ball with a beautiful move past DeJounte Murray. Murray's one of the best perimeter defending guards in the league, but that time Brunson gets the upper hand on the drive. 66-60. Young inside. Floater is up and good over the extended arm of Mitchell Robinson. And the Hawks lead by 8 with just over 5 minutes left to go in the third. Here's Murray inside. This time it's Chris Silva with the slam, and Atlanta would take a short double-digit lead. They're now only up by 8 as it's stolen by Hunter, the former ACC Defensive Player of the Year, with it on the other end. Hunter looks to get by his former teammate Cam Reddish and hits the mid-ranger. Hunter and Reddish, of course, drafted in the same draft class, 2019, both of whom were lottery picks. Here's a nice screen for Evan Fournier, the Frenchman. He hits the 3. I know some of you cringed out by my Fournier Frenchman thing last episode, but I don't really care. 76-67. Okongwu no good. Gets the offensive rebound. Evan Fournier's given it all he has defensively, but Okongwu's just too big, too strong, and he finishes it off. The Hawks have had so many second chance looks and second chance points today with Okongwu and Capella. Nice floater there inside by Aaron Holiday. The Hawks have another strong quarter here as they currently lead by 11. Holiday inside again, extending the lead up to 13. The Hawks have certainly had the upper hand since the end of the first quarter. Holiday again inside as an open man on the wing. It's Bogdanovic. He hits the 3. The Hawks lead by 16. Following Atlanta possession, here's Holiday trapped down low with under 15 seconds left in the quarter. Gets it over to Okongwu. Off the screen, it's Bogdanovic again, and all of a sudden the Hawks lead by 19 points. 90-71. What a strong third quarter offensively for Atlanta. Quickly shot at the buzzer is good. What a shot by Emmanuel Quickly. However, a very bad third quarter there for the Knicks. They got outscored by 11 in that quarter and find themselves down by 16. Looking to start a comeback here in the fourth. Nice offensive rebound and putback by Mitchell Robinson. His first points of the day, also his first rebound of the day. Would have preferred that had come before the fourth quarter, but beggars be choosers, I guess. 94-78, here's Young. Inside, kind of heaved it up inside off the Euro step, although he didn't really look like he was in much control, but he still got the shot. 96-79, here's DeJounte Murray for 3. That'll bring the lead up to 20, the biggest lead of the night so far for the Hawks with 6.5 to go in the game. Here's TRAE Young for 3. It rims out, rebounded by Capella again, who continues to dominate Mitchell Robinson tonight. Well, I think Robinson's been really good this season, but tonight was just not his day, as he does get the alley-oop off the assist by Derrick Rose. Good to see Robinson make a play, but still, can't really say I'm pleased with his performance. 20-point game, Collins loses it. Good defense by Julius Randle. On the other end, here's Jalen Brunson. Darts by TRAE Young for the slam. As good of an offensive player as TRAE Young is, on the other end of the floor, not so much. 101-83, Young off the screen, connects on the deep top of the key 3. The Knicks cannot stop TRAE Young. They can only hope to contain him tonight. Nice pump fake inside. Bogdanovic with the and 1. That one right there feels like the icing in the cake. We would just quickly go through the rest of the game, and the Hawks would end up winning by 28 points. 128-100 your final. Not a good showing here for the now 1-6 New York Knicks. The Knicks were looking pretty competitive for the start of this game, and I don't think this game as a whole was as bad as the score suggested. But after the first quarter, the Hawks pretty much outscored us by at least 10 in every quarter after that. The fourth quarter, they outscored us by close to 20. TRAE Young was dominant today, but RJ Barrett was very good as well. 28 points, 15 of which came in the first quarter, a little bit quiet after that, but he was still very good. Randall was solid. I thought Brunson was good. Need to see more from Mitchell Robinson, though. 2 rebounds, that's not going to get the job done. TRAE Young did get the job done, however, with 43 and 10. Murray with 19. Double-double for Capella. Collins and Bogdanovich also in the double figures as well. So I wanted to simulate up to this Nets game, face-off against our neighbors out in Brooklyn at the Barclays Center. We got another trade offer for Derrick Rose. I again said no. And we lost the 3 games I simulated against the Celtics, Sixers, and Timberwolves. Again, 3 pretty good teams, but we are 1-9 on the year, which is currently the worst record in the NBA. Obviously, it's early, but it might not get much better today as we face off against Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Ben Simmons, and the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets have had some very interesting lineups this season. They have Ben Simmons coming off the bench, which doesn't really make sense. It seemed like one of the main reasons why Simmons wanted to leave Philadelphia was to have more of an off-ball, less pressure role on offense. And I think with a team that has Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, he could have had that opportunity in Brooklyn. But for whatever reason, instead of having him at like the 4 or something, they have him as their backup point guard, which doesn't make sense. But you do you, Brooklyn. So we'll see if the Knicks can get the win here against their, I guess, little brothers at Barclays Center. A lot of Knicks orange and blue in the stands tonight as the Knicks win the tip. And we are underway, the Knicks and the Nets here in Brooklyn. Here's Jalen Brunson off the pick and roll inside for Randall. Nice layup as he uses the glass on the reverse lay-in. And that'll put the Knicks ahead 2-0. The Nets have 2 future Hall of Famers on their roster. KD and Kyrie are both 2 of the best at their craft. Seth Curry hits the 3, assisted by KD. Seth Curry isn't quite as talented as his brother, but Seth is one of the best 3-point shooters in the NBA. Barrett, no good, but rebounded and put back in by Mitchell Robinson. Good to see him getting active early after that pretty piss-poor performance against the Hawks to start the episode. Brunson, pump fake over to Evan Fournier. Great play by Jalen Brunson. He found the open lane inside, but as he was shooting, he realized he'd be contested. Found Fournier open on the corner for 3. Here's R.J. Barrett on the right wing. He connects from beyond the arc. The Knicks offense looks really good so far. It feels like there's a different sense of urgency to start this game off for the Knicks, and it is great to see. Poor defense there by Brunson as Kyrie Irving hits the 3 on the left wing, 15-12. Here's Randall looking to drive inside along the baseline, backing down to the much smaller defender as he gets the left-handed hook shot to fall, and the Knicks lead now by 4. Most of a second unit in for both teams. That includes Ben 10 himself, Ben Simmons. What a fadeaway 3-ball in the wing by Edmund Sumner. We have some history with him on this channel. If you know, you know. 18-17. Simmons is picked off by Isaiah Hartenstein. Here comes the Knicks on the other end. It's Reddish inside with the layup. The best offense is good defense. Great steal by Hartenstein. Good play on the other end by Cam Reddish. 20-17. Here's TJ Warren with a nice pass inside for Ben Simmons. I'm surprised Simmons didn't pass that out to somebody else as he goes for the dunk. 22-21. Quickly, fadeaway shot is good on the move. Nice bucket by Emmanuel Quickly as it's 24-21. Edmund Sumner, the former Pacer, with it inside over to Ben Simmons again with the dunk. Ben Simmons still can't shoot the ball, but I guess it's good to see him, well, for one thing, playing in an organized basketball game, but more so not being afraid to score inside. There's Killer Cam Reddish off the screen for 3. The Knicks are shooting the 3-ball very well in this first quarter, which has been good to see because they have not shot the 3-ball well throughout the year. Nice block late in the quarter by Hartenstein. On the other end, here's Reddish looking to drive inside. Reddish makes the layup at the buzzer. What a great first quarter for the Knicks. They lead this one by 8. 31-23 your score. New York looks really good on both ends of the floor, particularly offensively. The Knicks are playing unselfish basketball. They're shooting the ball very well. As we go into the second quarter, there's Kevin Durant, one of the gifted scorers of NBA history, connecting on the triple. 33-26 now. Barrett inside. What a move by Rowan Alexander Barrett Jr., the 4th-year pro from Duke University. 35-26. Durant guarded by Randall. Durant looking like Houdini with those dribble moves. Where's the ball going to go? He's performing dark magic out there as he makes the floater. 35-28 now. Joe Harris inside with a great pass, and the layup is good by the Nets. It's Kyrie who connects on the lay-in. Knicks lead by 3 with 5 minutes to go left in the half as R.J. Barrett, Canada's finest, hits for triple. The Knicks still shooting the 3-ball quite well here in the second quarter. Nets trail by 6. There's Irving with a great drive inside. He makes the layup, and the Knicks call a timeout. New York's defense so far in the second quarter has not been great so far. Kyrie and KD are both heating up after pretty slow starts in the first quarter. There's the screen from Randall. Brunson inside, lobs it up. You can't Randall the truth. Julius Randle off the lob, 40-35. Randall shot no good. Rebounded by Robinson, who puts it back with the dunk. Mitchell Robinson has really improved as a rebounder this season, again minus the Hawks game, but particularly on the offensive end. Mitchell Robinson has been an offensive rebounding machine this year as Durant is blocked at the rim. Here comes the Knicks on the other end. Brunson with a double crossover. What a move! Jalen Brunson with a 1-on-2 opportunity, and he carved those defenders up like turkey on Thanksgiving. 44-35, Barrett with the slam. The Knicks have all the momentum right now. They lead by 7. However, unfortunately for them, the Knicks would be quick to respond. An and one layup for Edmund Sumner, who has been very impressive scoring the basketball for Brooklyn here in the first half. 46-42, Brunson off the screen from Hartenstein. No good. Hartenstein with the rebound and the putback. Good offensive possession by Hartenstein. He set a strong screen, offensive rebound, and gets the 2 points. 48-42. Sumner lobs it up for Ben Simmons. Simmons has only scored off of dunks today. He hasn't taken a shot of any form, but still, again, good to see Ben Simmons playing basketball. Isaiah Hartenstein, the big fella from beyond the arc. He's got some nice touch as a three-point shooter. 51-46, about 30 seconds left in the half. Another screen. This time it's Derrick Rose, the youngest NBA MVP in league history, connecting from deep. 54-46, not a lot of time left for the Nets. Sumner inside, makes the layup. Edmund Sumner has been leading the charge for Brooklyn's second unit. Not TJ Warren, not Ben Simmons. It's been Sumner. 56-48, your score here going into the halftime intermission. Gotta feel good with how the Knicks have played so far. They look pretty solid on both ends of the floor. The offense has been good. The three-point shooting in specific has been very impressive. And Kyrie and KD have both been pretty good, particularly Kyrie, but neither of them, I would say, have been great. Nice pass by Fournier inside for Mitchell Robinson. He hits the slam dunk. The Knicks lead by 10. 58-48. Irving step back, sends it out to the top of the key. It's Royce O'Neal, acquired in the offseason from Utah, who hits the 3. 58-61. The Knicks continuing to get the screen game working. This time it's Barrett who misses, but Robinson is right there. Another offensive rebound and put back for Mitchell Robinson. The Nets don't have a true center. Nick Claxton is talented, but he's just not consistent enough, as shown today. Mitchell Robinson's definitely won that individual matchup. Nice three-pointer in the corner by Seth Curry. It really feels like the Knicks have been the better team today, but the Nets have continued to hang around, and they're always in it as long as Kyrie and KD are on the floor. Great drive inside by Curry. Most of his points come from beyond the arc, but that time he makes the 2. 62-56, another screen. This time it's Julius Randle who hits the 3. The Nets have not been able to defend the perimeter all night long. 65-58. Fournier this time. Contested, doesn't matter. Evan Fournier in the double figures as he connects on the 3. 68-60. Brunson's shot, no good. Rebounded by Randle. He gets the putback. It's not just Mitchell Robinson playing well in the glass, as Randle has 8 rebounds today to go with his 13 points. Beautiful move by Kevin Durant. He hits the 3, and the Nets are continuing to hang around in this game as the Knicks call a timeout up by 7. Following Brooklyn possession, 4 minutes to go here in the third. It's Simmons inside. Oh my God, he shot the basketball. He did it with his left hand, keep in mind. We still haven't really figured out what hand Ben Simmons prefers to shoot the ball with, and he's been in the league for like 6 years. It's crazy, even though he hasn't played in 2 of those seasons, as it's blocked inside by Hartenstein. Nets get it back. Rebound and putback is good by Edmund Sumner. 72-67 now. Here's Quickly, who's had a rough day scoring the basketball with a beautiful pass inside. Nice reverse layup by Obi Toppin, the third-year pro out of Dayton. 74-71. Look at the Nets. They've brought it to a 3-point game. Here's Joe Harris inside. Harris's shot is good, and the Brooklyn Nets only trail by 1. Very productive third quarter here for Brooklyn, looking to take the lead. O'Neal with a great pass in the corner. Line 2 is good. That's guess who? Edmund Sumner, who has the Nets up by 1. 74-75. Derrick Rose open in the corner. Gets the screen from Hartenstein. Lets it fly from beyond. Another 3 from Derrick Rose, who has drastically improved as a perimeter shooter throughout his long-tenured NBA career. 77-75. A late quarter and 1. TJ Warren with the bucket. It's Reddish with the foul. However, Warren missed the 3-throw, keeping this as a tie game. Knicks looking to take the lead. It's quickly. His shot is denied. An emphatic, powerful block by Nicholas Claxton to end the third. We've got a good one. Knicks 77, Nets 77. As we start the fourth quarter, will we have a winner or will we go to overtime? Nice pass by Simmons over to Kevin Durant for the layup. Got to assume Durant's probably going to be in the entire quarter here. One of the all-time NBA greats. Off the screen, Julius Randle sets, kicks, steals, and fires from beyond. 16-9 tonight now for Julius Randle. Here's Barrett. Quiet second half so far for him. Looks to go inside. Great pass for Randle, who gets the dunk. And the Knicks offense looks energized early in this fourth quarter. They lead by 1. Here's quickly inside. Fadeaway 3. No good. Rebounded by Robinson from the putback. Double-double for Big Mitch. He's got 10 points and 10 boards, at least half of which are on the offensive end of the floor. 84-83. Nets looking for the lead. It's Simmons who makes the layup. Ben Simmons has not scored beyond 3 feet of the basket, but he's into double figures tonight. Good for him, I guess. 84-85. Brunson inside for Randle. He's got 20 and 10. And the Knicks are back up by 1 as both teams are trading off the lead. Here's Barrett. Step back from beyond. It's good. What a move by R.J. Barrett with Kevin Durant guarding him. 89-87. Kyrie Irving looking for the tie. Gets by Brunson. Step back. Pump fake. Boom. Say what you want about Kyrie Irving off the floor, but on the basketball court, when he is playing, he's a very aesthetically pleasing player to watch. 89-89, that's Curry for the lead. He hits the 3. 89-92 with 3.5 to go. Can the Knicks pull off the comeback? Brunson with room for the tie. It's good. Jalen Brunson about 4 feet from beyond the arc. Ties it at 92. Randle in the corner. Heavily contested 3 for Fournier is good. And the Knicks take the lead. Back-to-back possessions with huge 3-pointers for the Knicks. Following possession, Barrett inside and 1. The Knicks are on a 9-0 run in the past minute, and they lead this game by 6. 98-92. Nets got to get a bucket because the Knicks have all the momentum. Beautiful shot by Kevin Durant, and KD will bring the lead to 4. 98-94. Knicks call a timeout. They have 1 remaining. Here's Brunson inside. Nobody inside the paint to stop him, and the Knicks are back up by 6. Nets got to move quick. They only have around 2 minutes to go. Here's Durant inside, makes the layup. Kevin Durant is certainly going to be the closer here these last couple of minutes. The Knicks got to play lockdown defense on him. R.J. Barrett drives inside. Beautiful move by Barrett to make the layup. He's got 21. The Knicks take an 8-point lead, and the Nets call a timeout. What a run these past couple of minutes by New York as the top of the key 3 is no good. Here comes the Knicks on the fast break. Barrett wide open in the corner. Bang! R.J. Barrett hits the 3. He brings the lead up to 11. Now it's a 9-point game with about a minute to go. Randle draws the double team. Somebody's going to be open. It's Barrett who hits the corner 3. He wasn't even really open, but he still makes the shot. 10-point game. Randle again has the double team. Who's going to be open? It's once again R.J. Barrett. 30 ball for Barrett. At least 15 have come here in the fourth quarter. What an ending to this game for the New York Knicks, who take it home 115-100. Again, this game was a lot closer than the score suggested. The Knicks had the lead with 3.5 minutes to go, but the Knicks went on an unbelievable run to end this game. The offense was so good. In the final few minutes of this game, New York scored 26 points with 3.5 minutes or less to go in the game. The 3-point shooting, really the entire day, was very good, but particularly right in that end stretch, RJ Barrett was a machine at the end of this game. The Nets could not stop him. Julius Randle was great today. Brunson was great today. Mitchell Robinson with a double-double. Just all around a great win. And I think this fourth quarter stretch could really give our team some much-needed momentum and confidence as we go through the rest of the season. Obviously, the record is not great. We're a 2-9 basketball team. But I think if this team does improve, this will be the game we look at to where everything changed. RJ Barrett is continuing to have a fantastic season. I mean, look at his efficiency. 57% from the field, 47% from three. Those numbers are obviously going to go down. But still, he's been phenomenal. Randall was great today. Robinson, Fournier, Brunson, they were all phenomenal. I need a little bit more consistency from the second unit, particularly Emmanuel Quickley, who shot 1 of 9 from the field. So we're going to simulate our next 2 weeks. We've got 7 games here, including a 5-game road trip, simulating through the 24th, which is Thanksgiving. We would continue to get trade offers for Derrick Rose. Seems like he's a hot commodity, which is good, which means once we get towards the trade deadline, he'll hopefully be very valuable. So my hypothesis about the Nets game being the game that kind of changes it all for us, I think I was right, because we went 5-2 in the games we simulated. We did lose by 56 to Denver, which is pretty bad. Jokic had 23, 17, and 15. But other than that, the team is playing a lot better, which is kind of what I expected. I don't think this team is like a bottom 3, bottom 5 team in the NBA. This team should be fighting for a play-in spot. We are going to be making a change to the starting lineup for the next episode. I think I'm going to have Cam Reddish start at the 2 for now. Reddish has been pretty inefficient offensively, so this will give him less pressure offensively, and it will improve the starting unit's defense. Fournier will go to the bench. He's been a very consistent scorer for us, which I think is what the second unit needs right now. And I also want to get Quentin Grimes some minutes. He hasn't really played yet this season. I thought we would have had an injury by now, and Grimes would have hopped into the rotation, but our team has been very lucky in terms of injuries so far, and although I do expect that luck to eventually go away at some point, we really have not had anybody miss much time with injuries. So that'll wrap up the episode. Let me know which games you would like to see us play really over the next month or so. Obviously, the Sixers on Christmas looks very fun, but we probably won't get that far in the next episode. The first prospect profiles of the series will also be probably pretty soon. I would say the episode after the next one. Make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.